Welcome! And welcome to my totally first ever 3D Diamond HANDCAM stream ever. This is totally my first ever HANDCAM stream, especially for today. Hi, Daryl. Hi, Daryl. Hi, welcome. Yes, today we are going to totally for the first time, by the way, for the first time ever, going to thank you for the subscription, Smokey. Hi. Hi. For the first time ever, I'm doing a HANDCAM stream. And hi Smokey. For the totally first time ever, I am gonna do a HANDCAM stream, and I'm gonna do some 3D diamond paint. It's probably not gonna be the longest stream, but that's fine. Where's Rumi? Honestly, where is Rumi? Where is Rumi? I would like to know as well. Well, we always appreciate Rumi in this house. If Rumi came to visit the stream, I would be very honored. I would be on my knees with a ring ready to marry. For Rumi, I will marry young. Just saying. Yeah, it's very late, but I got stubborn. Frankly, I got stubborn. It's Christmas season, not simp season. It's always simp season as long as Rumi exists. The end. Okay, but Lisa, have you looked at Rumi? Have you seen the Rumi? Have you experienced the Rumi? It's hard not to simp. What a lady. Okay. You know what? What about we just get started? Well, here I am with my dangerous setup and my shitty ass camera. Hey, let's just. There we go. Let's pretend that helped and made everything better, okay? Let's pretend it made everything better. Because it totally did. Okay. For those of you who do not know what kind of game you have, it's a 3D diamond paint. You have all of these small squares with different symbols, and then you have this fantastic paper showing you what symbols is associated with which numbers, and then you have all these numbers with different diamonds, and then you take your little pin and then you place them. It's crystal clear now. Wow! Thank you, Smokey! I'm so happy. All I had to do was just polish the camera a bit. I can't believe it. I can't believe all this time, that's all I had to do. Reminds me of painting to numbers. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Blue Zaley Man. I can see! Yes, you can, because I just polished the screen. Or the camera. That's what I did. Yep, that's what I did. Yeah. BGS is sometimes too loud, isn't it? Okay, you know what? You know what? I've listened to this too much today. How about we just take something else for a change? You can just choose. It's is it this one? Nope. we can get something different to listen to. Some rock? Okay, no. I wasn't exactly thinking about rock. I was still thinking about Christmas music. Just maybe not this specific piece over and over. Maybe not just this one again and again. Just saying. This one? Yeah. I think it's this one. Maybe? Mayhaps? Okay, let's mute this one. But Christmas is all mainstream. Yeah! But I'm not in the Christmas spirit yet, so I feel like I need it. I need it! Can you hear it? Is it too loud? Is it fine? Is it actually amazing? Is it in reality perfect? I wonder. It's a little loud. Okay. How about now? Too low? It's fine? It's okay. Nice. Otherwise, then just tell me. I will, if not, I'll just lower the volume a bit. Okay. Pick a color, any color. Pick a color, any color. As you can see, there is a lot of options. So if you name a color, there is a high chance that the color is represented in this piece. By the way, if you want to see the piece I'm making, I'm currently making this one. It's a painting from an artist whose paintings I really like. So I got this one as the BGM is only supposed to support and cover the silence and not the streamer. Okay, so it's too loud, I assume. How about this? But yes, this piece is a painting I got custom made because I'm a bad girl. I'm the bully rabbit, the illegal rabbit, the bad rabbit. Yeah. So I got this one custom made. It's one of my favorite artists. Unfortunately, he has already passed away. Shout out to my dude. I don't remember your name, but I can always shout out on my Twitter afterwards. But I really love his paintings. And he in general makes a lot of fall, autumn paintings. And they're all so beautiful and colorful. So yeah, I'm making one of his paintings with all of my 27,775 diamonds. I've been working on this piece for 2 or 3 years at this point. But to be fair, I haven't worked a lot on it because I'm taking my sweet time, enjoying it. Because why else would I be doing it? I don't want it to be something I force myself to do. I want to enjoy it because it's kind of like a game. You know what? I will pick yellow. So it's 977. Here we go. Oh, this piece of music. Have any of you guys watched Shoujo Kakume Utena / Revolutionary Girl Utena? It's okay. I'm just happy that you're here. They're Alred. Is it okay if I call you they're Alred? Or do you want me to say your full name? It's just a very long using, so I feel like it's a bit more familiar. Call me whatever. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, you're moving back to your parents? Ah. I hope it's going well. I hope it's because you wanted to move home, back home. It can be stressful to move. Is there a long time till you have to move? Oh, but wait, maybe me constantly asking. It's a long story. Oh, you know what? No matter what I hope it's gonna be good. Even if it may seem as a bad situation right now, I hope that it will be a blessing in disguise. You haven't watched Utena, but you know it's gay. What? No, it's not gay at all. At all. Just, it's not like any other Ikuhara piece of work. To be fair, I will say the movie is definitely more gay than the anime. The anime is more low-key, especially because for a long time it focuses on the main character and her search for, basically, for this prince. Yeah. I know you're on Twitter. Ah, maybe. Maybe, can you describe your profile picture? Sometimes that helps. I'm really bad at names. Names are hard. Face is easier. Profile picture is easier. Oh, it's you! Whoa, my voice just cracked. I'm so sorry you had to hear that. It's kind of funny because every time I stream, I feel like my throat is tensing up, and I don't know why. I do not know why. But yeah, the Utena movie is it's something. And by something I mean really something. Like something in the sense of it's very gay and the main character at some point turns into a car. Kind of something. Oh, when I'm watching you do this, oh, yeah, okay. Honestly, I have a tendency. I'm one of the type of people who ends up sitting for hours on Facebook or YouTube watching people just shaping diamonds and gems in general. Because then my YouTube, or mostly Facebook honestly, will be like, would you want to watch this one? And then I'm like, oh, it's a pretty gem. I want to watch it. And then I stay. And then I watch another one. And another one. And then another one bites the dust. And then I'm just biting the dust. For hours. Wish I could turn into a car. You know what? Follow your dreams. Don't let your dreams be dreams. You can do it. Just do it, forehead. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Become the car you were always meant to be. You can be a big, pink sports car as well. I believe in you. Just be a transformer, yeah. My favorite transformer. It's just Lisa. In my Optimus Prime era right now. Yeah, definitely. My favorite Lisa is the Optimus Prime Lisa. My favorite Lisa flavor. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Mmm, so good, so tasty. my mic a bit closer. But water? Thank you. I need water. Thank you for the redemption. Oh shit, I think I moved my camera a bit. Ah, there we go. Oh, Can I do this? Do I have long arms? I have long arms! Let's go! Let's go! They don't call me Betty Spaghetti for nothing. My favorite drink? Wow, that's a good question. I really love iced coffee. But also, bubble tea is very good. Bob tea good. Oh my god! Slow-mo new basketball player? You know what? Maybe, in actuality, this is my... Am I getting my own sports anime? This is my basketball era. Actually, basketball kind of reminds me of when I was a kid. And we were visiting another school. And I was having a moment. I was just sitting by myself in the... what's it called? The place outside the school. Where kids play around. The playground. The playground. I was sitting in the playground and some boys were playing basketball. And I think I was just sitting and eating. And all of a sudden, a flying ball flies directly into my face. And I was like, I think I was 11 or something. And I just get hit directly in the face. Like, in the face. And my nose starts bleeding. And I'm just sitting there, totally shocked. And I think I was crying as well. And the boys were panicking. It was kind of sweet of them. They were really panicking. But it did hurt, honestly. I don't know what's happening with me and my face, but for whatever reason, whenever there's a ball involved, I tend to get hit in the face. It's honestly a bit of a talent at this point. Oh, One-chan? Well. You ask for One-chan, and One-chan you will get. Lisa, darling, thank you for the redemption. And thank you, they're Alred for the unshrimping redemption. I will be unshrimping. Thank you. I will be moving my mic a bit as well. But yeah, I feel like from my childhood, I have always been cursed with getting oh god. I have always been... Okay, but how am I supposed to say this without it sounding bad? I have always had a tendency to get hit smack in the face whenever there has been a ball involved. Yes. It's a curse. Some may call it a blessing. If they're a masochist, that is. Which I'm not. Fun enough. I know it's hard to believe with the type of games I love and like. But contrary to popular belief, I am actually not a masochist. And I actually don't like getting hit in the face. I still am amazed by how much damage kids and teenagers can get from simple ball. You could assume they would have survived a car crash or something. Sometimes how much blood or injuries they get from it. You know what? You're right. You are absolutely right. Kids are quite amazing. I don't know what's going on with their abilities to survive, but somehow they do it. I have so many things to pack. Oh no. At least, do you have a lot of time to pack still? I hope you do. Packing and moving is stressful. This is gonna sound a bit sad, but I, for many years, basically lived in cardboard boxes. We had some fungus issues with my mom's house, so we had to move quite a lot. And yeah, when you basically move 1 or twice a year, you stop really wanting to. Yeah. You stop really getting the feeling of having a home, which is very sad. So now I'm very attached to the homes I have. Just remember, this one time a girl got hit from a basketball in the face, but she was bleeding like hell. Oh. And her nose wasn't even broken? Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, sometimes if you hit the nose, somehow you can just walk around safe, but your nose is just bleeding like hell. It's pretty extreme. Also, when I was a kid, I remember we were playing croquet at our grandma's place with our aunt, and I think someone was about to warn her that my sister was, no, the thingy, cool, the hammer thingy you're using while playing croquet. You know the game in Alice in Wonderland? The game they play with the flamingo. No, not wait, yeah, with the flamingo and the cricket. Is it cricket? Yeah, cricket. Yeah. That game. Me and my sister was playing that, and our aunt was playing as well. And I think it was someone in my family was about to tell my aunt to move a bit because my sister was swinging the thingy quite far back, and right as they're about to say it, my sister hit her in the face, and there was blood everywhere. Wow. It was a violent scene, but the funny part is, first and foremost, my sister was destroyed. She was so sad. We were just small kids. But a thing that's pretty funny afterwards, I think she broke her nose actually. But after this, apparently she has never been able to breathe as well as she has been after that. So she somehow fixed her nose, which is honestly very impressive. That's a talent, I tell you. That's a talent. Being able to hurt someone but actually fix someone in the process, that's pretty darn good. That's a pretty darn good job. Human noses are so wild. They are. I'm gonna get some rest and finish tomorrow, and if Rumi stops by, tell him I say hi. I will, thank you. You know what? I appreciate your appreciation for Rumi as well. Just tell me if you want a membership in the Rumi fan club. You can be Rumi fan number, hopefully 1 million, because that's how many she at least deserves. Yeah. It's not like I'm head of the fan club or anything. I just really love Rumi, okay? Oh, okay. When it was the sports with a hammer. Yeah. Balls, though, targets. Then it was croquet. It was croquet. Okay. Then I wasn't stupid. Let's go. Okay, let's see. I need to put on the white. I think it's this one. Well, it's also this one. On the topic of bleeding noses, my girlfriend sometimes gets spontaneous nosebleeds because the blood vessels in her nose are thin. It's so weird. Oh, yeah, I think you talked about it before. It sounds scary. Also, I remember going to elementary school with a girl who she also very often got very heavy nosebleeds, so she had to I remember she had to leave class at some point for a bit because she had to go and get her the inside of her nose burned, so she would stop having those heavy sudden nosebleeds. That was interesting. That was a thing. That was a thing that happened. But how come actually slow that you are up at that kind of time? Yeah, it's a funny story. I'm stubborn. I was totally not having a HANDCAM stream earlier today, and I totally didn't have the biggest delay ever, and wanted to fix it because I have another HANDCAM stream planned Sunday. That's totally not the reason, but in a universe where that was the case, I'm just saying I would stay up and try to maybe fix the delay, and then I would want to just hang out a bit and do a bit of 3D diamond paint. Whoops. You know, in a universe where that would be the case, that's what I would do. Yeah. So I got lucky to have a stream on. Wait, it's your birthday today! Congratulations! Congratulations, Blue Sailor Man! I hope you're gonna have a very amazing day. When you wake up again. You know, I know it's late, but you didn't have to tell me how late it is. Yeah, it is late. That's also why I don't expect to stream for that long, but I don't know, I feel like I need to just chill a bit with something relaxing. It's not like I didn't relax earlier, but now I don't have to stress about the extreme delay. Also, you know, the theoretically big delay that maybe would have been there had I streamed earlier today. Well, I don't have planned to party this time since... Ah, okay. But are you at least gonna give yourself some cake or hang out with a friend or two? Or family or something? What? Let's see. I wanna find the otherwise. There they are. As I can tell you, it's really boring to put on these diamonds when it's only areas with one color. Then it gets very boring very quickly. So often when I normally do this kind of thing, I tend to sit and listen to streams or music. If I've been very stressed out, I tend to just not listen to anything, but otherwise I'll be listening to streams or true crime because I'm fucked up in the head or something. Bum, 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 bum. I was actually planning to invest the time then into setting up OBS. Ooh! Lucille? Yeah, let's go! Are you going to stream? Are you gonna go stream? Stream? Stream maybe? I support! Also, okay, sorry, about the thing I said earlier about me having a tendency to tense up when, tense up my throat when I stream. For whatever reason, I also tend to start speaking with my throat, which is a bad habit, which I should stop doing. But that's way easier said than done. But I think part of the reason is also because right now it's late, so I don't want to yell. Because I don't want to annoy my neighbors. But maybe I should just accept it. It's the weekend, it's fine. He can handle it, I'm sure. Miss, and my throat is a bit sore. Oh yeah, also, here in Denmark, earlier today it was -3 degrees. And when I had to go home from my friend's place, it was -8. And I was freezing. It was cold. Luckily, it was only about a 10 minutes walk. But it was cold. It was cold, it was dark, and I wanted to get home. I felt unsafe, unsure, and I was just... Oh, I just wanted to go home. I wanted to stream since last November, but many things happened. Also, a lot of legal things like making a company and stuff. Oh! Ah. Wait. So you're making a company to be able to stream, or you have been busy with making a company, but now you have time to be able to stream? I'm trying to understand. Dun, 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 dun. And a happy new year. I have to register as a company self-employed before I am allowed to stream. Oh, what? For real? How come? If I may ask. Maybe your throat hurts because English is a throaty language, but Danish is more in the mouth. It's kind of funny because I actually started the way I got better at English was when I realized that if I focus at the tip of the tongue and basically against my teeth as I'm speaking English, I can pronounce them way better. So yeah, it's kind of reversed for me, but at the same time, noticing that also helped me not straining my throat as much when I'm speaking Danish. So that's nice. It's a win-win situation. Bum, 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 ba ba bum. The register process is the easier part though. It's the law here. Oh, damn. That's rough though. And that's even if you just stream for fun. Or... You know what? I haven't been streaming that much and I haven't been speaking English that much lately, so maybe that is why. It could be the reason. Also, for whatever reason, after I started talking about it, I think it's because I'm putting more attention into relaxing my throat, but now I feel like I'm not as tense as before. Wow, so because you could. But you could also potentially make money out of art. So does that mean you have to register as a company because you make art as well? It's a weird concept. I don't quite get it, but I guess I get it, maybe ish, kinda. Let's pretend we're in a universe where I completely get it. 3328 there, and it's the W. Also, this song is completely ruined for me. Thank you, Homestuck, for fucking me up. Cause all I hear is 5 fuck asses. All of the good old Homestuck covers, they really did something to my brain. But luckily, my sister is ruined as well. Because we were bonding over a song a few days ago where we were just silently looking at each other and then being like, I don't know the lyric to this song. The only thing I know is the Carcat version. I also had to find a special company that can provide me with a legal address, otherwise I would have to dox myself. What? Wow, that's crazy. Don't talk to me about Homestuck. You know what? Now I want to talk to you more about Homestuck. So, nah. I don't know what else to say about Homestuck. Homestuck was interesting. And the song is still going, strong in my brain. But it's a bit annoying because I don't remember what song it was that me and my sister were bonding over. It was, wait. I don't remember. It's gone. It's gone with the wind. And still, that's still not everything. What? Yeah, okay, you know what? I get why it took so long. That is very understandable. What if you end up like Vox and FNAF? You know what? At that point, I guess I would just embrace it. Don't worry. I'm too scatterbrained. My brain does not remember. And thus, I do not really remember what happened in Homestuck. But I do, okay, I have this memory, okay? I always find it quite embarrassing when people are trying to pretend being into something they're not really into. And there are just a few things where it gets painfully obvious that people aren't really, you know, that people have just been reading a bit on the Wikipedia and are trying to tell you that they're really into something they're not really all that into. But then it's a trend, so why not? Or they want an excuse to cosplay from it, and instead of just saying it as it is, that they just really wanted to try to cosplay from it and just read the wiki, then they try to play it off as if they're really into it. And then it creates awkward situations. Like that one time, one of my friends tried to pretend being into Homestuck. And then I talked about fetched modders and she was like, "Oh, what?" And for those of you who have read any Homestuck at all, then I can tell you that most people, at least when I start explaining what it was, they would know what I'm talking about. But if you're one of those people who have only read Wikipedia sites, then most likely you do not. But the thing about the fetch mod are that every time you get introduced to a new character, you get introduced to a new fetch mod, which is essentially the way they pick up items. And some of them are pretty hard to understand. Some of them are pretty complicated. So yeah, that was the thing you had to wire your brain around. This person just straight up didn't know what it was, and she also completely haven't gotten the bare minimum of some of the characters were talking about, like, at all. Like, at that point, just say you haven't read it, instead of being like, I've read it for years. Clearly, you have not. I'm up to date. Clearly, you are not. Oh, I didn't even tell you what I would have to do when I would become a... Ooh, what do we want to do? Tell me. I want to know. I want to know. I'm curious. I don't know what I want to do. I'm just here trying out a lot of different things on stream. All I know is that I want to do things. I just want to enjoy, have fun, and talk with my chat. That's how much I know. Luckily, I think I would definitely try to do more HANDCAM streams, because I'm really enjoying just sitting here talking with you guys. And also, I wanna... Hopefully I'll, you know, continue to grow as a streamer and get some more people active in the chat. Not that I don't think you guys are active, because you really are, and I appreciate it so much. But you know, I want a bigger safety net, because I want some Satsudan streams, you know, just talking streams. But I don't want to risk being in a situation where maybe some of you active viewers are maybe not home, or don't have the opportunity to watch the stream, or maybe just doesn't feel like watching a stream or something. Because then it would be pretty hard to have a conversation going, because I would just be sitting there talking to myself. I read Homestuck, but I forgot I only know my troll lore. You know what? That's fair. I don't expect anyone to really remember it at this point. But you know, when Homestuck was still big, you would kind of expect people, especially people who were like, I've read it for years, I'm up to date. You would expect them to know that, you know, the bare minimum. Because, man, the fetch mod is... Like, you were introduced to it 4 times when you met the kids, and then you were introduced to it 12 times as you met the trolls. I think, weren't there 12 trolls? I think there were. But yeah, many times. And I think when you got to, I think it was the beta kids or the alpha kids, I don't remember which was which. But when you got introduced to the other kids, you had to get introduced to it 4 times more. 4 more times. So you got to experience what a fetch modus was many times. You had a many opportunity to get to know what a fetch modus was. I then would have to get special license, like TV and radio stations. The license can... What? Dude! Blue Sailor Man, I think you should just move at that point. Cause that's insane. Oh, Book! Hi, Book! Hi! Hi! Oh my god, hi! How are you? Oh my god, not Homestuck in 2022. Momo Milkers, is always time for some Homestuck talk. It's always time. There's never, you know, there's never a time that is not the best time ever to talk about Homestuck. You're at a wedding. You go to the bride. You take her hand and you say, "Do you want to hear about Homestuck?" You go to your brother's, graduation. You go to your brother's graduation. And you tell him, brother of mine, have I ever told you how much you remind me of Carcat? Smelly, loud, and annoying, but yet I still love you. Sister of mine, you go to someone's funeral. You go to someone's funeral. You look your sister dead in the eye and say, "I hope she rests in peace, together with all of the dead trolls. Amen. Amen. May she ascend into godhood. May she become the seer of void. Amen." We will see Homestuck cosplays in the godforsaken year 2023. You know what? It may happen before you know it. Actually, I still have 1, 2, 3 or 4 Homestuck cosplays laying around. Cause no one wanna, I don't wanna just throw them out. So I'm trying to sell them to a lonely cosplayer. But I don't, I'm not taking many money out of it, and it's not a regular business, it's just old cosplays. But no one wanna buy it. But I have talked about about bringing back our Homestuck cosplays with one of my friends. Actually, I think we were 2 or 3 who were talking about it. Just saying. Before you know it, I'm gonna cosplay from Homestuck again. Reminds me of the Danish cosplay meme posts. Whoops. Maybe I am the Danish cosplay memes post. Spoiler alert, I'm not. What is Homestuck? Homestuck is a webcomic made by Andrew Hussey. And it was a very big thing back in the good old days. I don't remember when. But I remember cosplaying from it at around 2012, I think? Or was it later? Well, I used to cosplay from it, and it used to be very big. You may have seen some of the characters. They're some of the most iconic characters are. They have gray skin and their horns kind of looks like, what's it called? Those triangular candies that are red, orange, and yellow. Reversed order. Red, orange, and yellow. And then they have the different star signs as their logos. So you may have seen them before. Stressed as fuck. Have to write 3 exams. Whoa, no. Good luck, my exam struggling friends. I hope you survive. Also, yes, it's candy corn. Candy corn, yeah. Bro, I'm going to my friend's wedding this coming summer and you're giving me ideas. Okay, Momo, if you actually do that, I'll send you my firstborn. I'll send you my firstborn. And my eternal love and affection. Yeah, it was a exactly as Lisa says. It was an interactive online comic. And yes, it had a very wild. You know what? I think the best way to explain it is by making you watch someone explain it on YouTube. Cuz it's kind of the storyline is about as complex as the whole Kingdom Hearts lore. I think that's the best example I can give you. Because it's everywhere. The lore is everywhere. Yeah, I think it's 2011 to 2014. That sounds about right, yeah. It may not have gotten as popular where you're from, but it may also be because some of us are a bit old. I'm not called Grandma for nothing. Grandpa here is just really old at this point. Back in 2011, 2014, we used to cosplay from this thing called Homestuck. It was a wild era, and at some point, the Homestuck fanbase and the Hetalia fanbase, they got together to create this thing called... What was it called again? I seem to have forgotten. It was called something, you know, age. It does this thing to your brain where you forget. What was it called again? Lisa, my dear, do you remember? It was called something. Hetastock? Was it Hetastock? Well, it was a long time ago anyway. It was back when Miku was big and everything. I recently remembered the ancestors and pre- and post-scratch trolls. Oh my god. I forgot. I actually have some of the ancestors. I have a cosplay from one of them, Arania. But I had this issue with my face paint that just... It wouldn't stick. And I spent hours trying to get it on, and then I just had to give up. So I never wore it, and it was sad times. The grandma voice is really good. Thank you, Blue Sailing Man. Well, I'm just acting my age. I'm, sorry, I think I have a lot of stomach acid right now. Yeah, I don't know, I just like making the old lady voice. My voice is quite rough right now, so it's a bit scuffed, but it's fine, it's fine. It's fine! No biggie. I also cosplays with body paint that isn't sealed and transfers. Oh god. Yeah, the worst part was when people didn't seal it. Many scary moments when people wanted to give you a hug and you constantly had to be like, have you sealed your face paint? But some people, often the same people who didn't seal their face paint, weren't the types to just ask. They were the glumpers. Let's not forget about this Sharpie bath. Oh my god, I forgot the Sharpie bath incident. Hetastock, yeah. Why do we remember? I'm so... You know, we remember because we're old. How to out yourself as old. Talk about Homestuck. How to out yourself as old. 101. Step 1. Talk about Homestuck. Step 2. Talk about Italia. You know what? I need to refill this one. Um, it was 741. Here we go. Also, speaking about anime, I just got this memory back in my brain from when Shingeki no Kyojin, the first season, got really big. I remember convincing my sister to watch it because I'd watched it and I was like, oh, it's really good. Watch it with me, sister of mine. And there something pretty unfortunate happened because she wasn't really ready for what was about to come. Because she had watched this one video a friend of ours had shown us. But contrary, unlike me, she didn't connect the dots in her brain. So she watched this video. And the thing about this video is all of the titans were replaced with giant anime girls running. And it looked funny, but to me it was pretty obvious that it had replaced something big and scary. And my sister watched it and she didn't connect the dots. She was expecting to watch an anime, you know, a comedy anime, where giant anime girls were just running around and then everything got taken way too seriously. She did not expect it to actually be a serious show, so that was something. I feel like an old adult between children when you are talking so much about Homestuck. You know, we're just is it called reminiscing? Reminiscing old times. It's good old times. But yeah, never forget the Sharpie incident. Just like never forget TumblrCon, whatever it was called. Oh wait, speaking about Tumblr, didn't they? They had a fucking code sentence to recognize each other. That was pretty insane. Wasn't it I like your shoelaces? Where I remember. You had to ask if you got a feeling someone had a Tumblr, you would have to ask them to say I like your shoelaces, and if they answered thanks, I got them from Obama. Wasn't that the answer? I'm pretty sure it was. Then you would know they had a Tumblr as well. DashCon, yeah. I've got my Sunday at J-PopCon free. If anyone want to throw on some unsealed gray body paint and draw a zodiac sign on a black t-shirt, you know what? I'm not gonna use face paint, especially not since I have to travel home that day. But if I'm not gonna make a skit at J-Pop, I still have my good old Rose cosplay or Jane cosplay. I'm just saying, I could join you. Oh yeah, from the president, that's right. I got it from the president. I do want to do the worst low-budget Homestuck cosplay. Do it, Book! Do it! Do it! I want to see it. I'm pretty sure it's... Oh, stole them from the prison. That's right. You know what? I think you're right. I think it is. I stole them from the president. But also, in what universe would you actually just go up to a random person and try to bond with them because you had a Tumblr? Like, you could be on so different parts of Tumblr. that's kind of the equivalent of being like, you know, of having a code name for having an Instagram. It's pretty weird when you think about it. Please, I was kidding! Unless you weren't. Maybe we're not kidding. Just saying. Are you sure? I'm pressing X. I'm finding my keyboard. Are you ready? I'm pressing X to doubt. X, 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 X. I cosplayed a troll 10 years ago, and I'd say that was more than enough. You know what? Understandable. I feel like I've grown so old that cosplaying that cosplaying characters with face paint, I'm just... No. I don't want to subject myself to that type of pain. I don't hate myself. Contrary to popular belief, I do not hate myself. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. There we go. Ah! Nice. I'm getting a bit hungry. Maybe I should get something to eat before I end, or after I end the stream. I don't remember when the last time I cosplayed was, lol. Too old, too late. You know what? Valid. I remember you cosplaying when we were in the Netherlands together. Otherwise, I don't... Wait. I remember, you were cosplaying from JoJo at J-Pop. I think that was in 2017? I think it was in 2017. Wow, my stream froze for a second. For a few seconds after you posting the mini. Oh! Oh no! Why are we awake at 3 AM? Jesus. Yes! Yes, Momo, why? Why are we awake at 3 AM? Why are you awake? And why is... You know what, why in general? All of you fellow sinners here. Why are you awake? What is your excuse? Huh? You've been asking me about my excuse. Now I want to ask you what your excuses are. What's your excuses? Give me your excuses. Give me your best excuses. And I will rate them from... on a scale from 1 to 10. Give me your best excuses for being up. I wouldn't like much to cosplay myself, but rather making the costumes. You know what? Understandable. It's nice making cosplays as long as you're not struggling with the specific parts of them or have a deadline. Then it can be pretty nice. Because I wanted to party into my birthday. You know what? That's a fair reason. It's not a very creative reason though, so I'm only gonna give you a 5. You know, 5 is a pretty average score, so you get a 5 because it's a good reason. The VTuber life, you know? But honestly, the Minecraft grind is keeping me up. You know what? I relate to it. But because I relate to it, I also know it's... being up and playing Minecraft is not a good reason. So I think... Sorry, Momo, you're gonna get a 3. Because that's... I know the feeling too well. It's not like I've been up myself playing the Genshin card game. But maybe I have. I did not think I would get addicted. But here I am. Just waiting for Just waiting for the weekly reset so I can level up and play some more. I have issues. And I still haven't even played the new Archon story part. But I want to, but I just haven't. I just haven't. And I have no excuse except for having wanted to do 20 other things as well. Let me see. There. I'm working on my master thesis. You know what, Lisa? I'm gonna give you a 10 because that's a very, very valid reason. You know, when you get into that good workflow, you better take it. So, you know what? You get a 10, not for creativity, but because of need. So, yeah, a 10. But honestly, the Minecraft... Oh, wait. I read this. I think Naranja was also in 2018. Oh, it may have been, yeah. Working on exams. You know what, book? You're also getting a 10 out of 10 because... Sad reason, not creative reason, but probably a needed reason, so you're getting a 10. I'm proud of you guys for working hard. I'm proud of you! If you want a hype man, I can be your hype man. Just saying. Honestly, thinking back on it, I don't know how I survived schools. And especially people who are taking university educations, I admire you guys a lot because I would never have been able to. I would never have been able to. Oh, okay. Okay, I probably won't stream for more than half an hour more either, so fitting. Shh, imagine actually having responsibilities. Okay, mood, Momo? I hate to say it, but mood? I once had a lot of responsibilities. And then those responsibilities broke me. And now here I am. It sounds sad, but frankly, to be frank, I've never been too functional, and I never got the time to actually try to fix my issues. But now I have time to fix my issues, and my issues are getting fixed. And I haven't felt this good since I was 10. Which is a few years ago. I mean, it was yesterday. I'm only 11. Right? That seems legit. Especially after all of my Homestuck talk. I mean, I get to write about... Oh! Yeah. Relatable. It is frustrating, but you can do it, you can do it. I believe in you. How far are you, though? Have you just started on that project, or are you nearing the end of it? It always helps when your exam topic is something you find interesting. That's definitely a huge help. I also think the only reason I ever got myself a gymnasium exam is because I chose a gymnasium with topics I found interesting. So even though it wasn't necessarily the topics I was good at, the fact that I found them interesting kept me going. So that helped a lot. And it paid off. I got through it. And even my teachers recognized my hard work. So that's satisfying. Very satisfying. Something to be proud of. 3 out of 13 pages. Fy for fanden. But you can do it! Before you know it, you're done. When is the exam due? Yeah! Gamba! Gamba, you guys! Oh, there was another C. Damn it. I have no idea how I'm going to write more lol. I feel like I've covered what I wanted. Oh. What have you covered so far? Maybe some of us can give you some ideas. 9th of January. Ah. Okay, so it's a destroy your Christmas holiday by doing this exam. Kinda exam. I just love when I have breaks, school breaks, and then I have to spend the entire break not having a break because I have to do an assignment. I love it. It's amazing. It's totally stupid. But I have another exam due to the 12th. Oh my god. Frustrating. How the Lolita started. Different subgenres, relations to the novel. You already covered all of those 3? Damn. You know what? Then now you just go all out, okay? And you do a whole design DNA on it. I'm trying to... Okay, so when I was studying design, there was a type of analysis that we had to do called design DNA, which is basically where you dissect the different traits that make up the designs. So, for example, if I were to dissect the different pieces of, for example, the DNA of what's it called? What? Why have I forgotten what they're called? What's it called? Blizzard. If I were to dissect Blizzard's design DNA, I would say that, especially at least for when it comes to World of Warcraft. Now, I'm not a big player, but there are a few things that... Ooh, this one is very reflective. There are a few things that is kind of a recurring thing when it comes to World of Warcraft designs. Like the shoulder pads, they use those a lot. And the kind of fabric piece in front of the legs, kind of covering the private parts. Basically, the only thing they cover. That's also a very a part of their design they use a lot, as well as hip armor, as well. So you know, different pieces that are a recurring theme or recurring design aspect. Let me see. Let's go for the D. 720. There we go. Ah, another one I have to refill. Whoops. Where are you hiding? There you are. Well, off I go to hang up my clothes. Wait, it has already been half an hour? Huh? Well, see ya after your hard work, Blue Sailor Man. Fighto! Fighto! Wow. There we go. I think that's sort of what I did when talking about subgenres. I tell what it is in general and then specify Gothic Lolita and Sweet Lolita. Ah. I'm trying to think. Why do I get the feeling that the elevator will break down just to anger me again? Oh, that sucks. Honestly, I have a very huge fear of getting stuck in an elevator. So that's just nightmare fuel. Okay, I think I need to go to bed. Ow, my eyes are burning. You know what? It sounds like a good idea. The wise decision. I would say, if I were to be a wise person, I would do the same. But clearly, I am not. At least not right now. So do go to bed and have some sweet dreams. And thank you for stopping by. It's always nice to have you, and you know I enjoy chatting with you. So thank you. Thank you. I think I'm also gonna go to bed. You know what, Lisa? That's also very fair. Go get yourself some good sleep. You deserve it, and you have been working hard. You are working hard. And before you know it, you're done. And then you can reap the sweet fruit of your hard labor. And it will be very well deserved. Don't go to bed too late. Don't worry, I won't. I won't. And thank you! And thank you for stopping by, Lisa, and for talking and chatting. It's very nice to have you. The biggest fear in being stuck in an elevator is the danger of overheating in the small chamber. Oh, I actually didn't know that was a... But it makes sense. It actually makes sense. You better get some sleep soon too, or else. Don't worry, I will. I'm also getting hungry, so... I will. Don't ya worry. Don't ya. I also need to do my Genshin daily, so... Yeah. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. And sweet dreams. It's kind of funny. There's a lot of things I'm kind of scared of, but I wasn't scared of them when I was younger. But I think because my mom was very scared, or is very, she's still here and she's still scared. But because my mom is very scared of them, I got scared as well. It's kind of weird. When I was a kid, I wasn't scared of roller coasters, for example. But now I'm deadly scared. And I wasn't scared of lightning. Well, here I am. And I wasn't scared of elevators. Here I am. The list is long. Moms never get old. Get old in being scary. Oh god, my mom is so scary. Yoinks. Oh my god, mommy, you're scary. Scary mommy. Man. Scary mommy. The moment when your moms call you full name. Oh. Yeah. That's scary. Oh god. in general, whenever someone calls me, especially if they normally call me a nickname and they decide to just call me by my actual name, then I get scared. I get so scared. I just assume they hate me if they start doing that. It's so scary. Like, did we just stop being friends right then and there? What happened? What happened? What did I do wrong to deserve you calling me by my full name or my actual name? What did I do wrong? And I have one friend who just sometimes accidentally does it. I think it's because she's used to calling me by my full name, not my full name, but by my name to her dad. So sometimes she sorry. Sometimes she calls me by my name. And then I get scared. But she knows that now. So she's trying not to call me by my name, which when you say it sounds very weird, but for me it was similar with the nickname. When someone suddenly used the real name, I was like, dude, are you alright? Oh. It's funny, you're concerned about them and I'm concerned about myself, being like, oh shit, what did I do? What did I do wrong? Oh no! I could never call you your actual name. What? I don't understand why. But same, that would feel so weird, book. It would feel very weird. Weird champ. 38? Huh? Ah, there. 38, 35. And it's the moon. There's also, it's just so intimidating. I think it's, you know, it's the change in tone also that feels intimidating. Also because we have the same name and it's so weird for me to say my own name. You know what? Relatable. Relatable! Big relatable. The name which may not be spoken. At least not on my stream. Somehow your little boxes with small stones you use there reminds me of the small painting cans that people use in huge amount when painting. It's funny you mention it, because the second you said the small boxes, my brain was thinking about the Warhammer paint. And you're right, I see it. Clearly I do see it. Just quickly placing these because I have to sit in an awkward position because the light I have turned on my lamp. The light from my lamp is it's making it a bit hard to see if I'm putting them on properly. And I'm getting a bit far away from the mic. There we go. Oh, this is... Ugh. There we go. Do you play, like, board games? No. Oh no, my hair got electric. No, I don't really play a lot of board games. Also because I don't really have anyone to play board games with. But also, I don't really think I have the attention span for it. If it makes sense. Maybe also because often you have to wait for someone else to make their moves. And I end up getting tired in the meantime. And I end up... Especially rules. I have such a hard time. It's not that I don't focus. My brain just kind of zones out. So people start telling the rules, and my brain hears, okay, so you roll the dice, and then the dice number is equivalent to the pull a card, and then you move, and if and then the game starts. So yeah, I need to get the rules as I'm playing, otherwise I will forget. If I get the rules before it becomes relevant, my brain says goodbye. Goodbye, nada. There you go. It's done with the moon. Good. I should re-goo this one. I should re-sticky this one. It's having a bit of a hard time picking up the gems at this point. I would love to see this smiking head when someone would try to explain Dungeons and Dragons to you. Okay, you know what? I have been playing Dungeons and Dragons before. Actually, I tried 3 times. And all of them failed within 1 or 2 sessions. Because the game masters, the DMs always, either the first time I spent a long time creating a character, or actually the last time I spent a long time creating the character. Then we had 1 session, and then the DM found out they didn't want to be a DM anymore. And then we never played again. So that was a waste of time. And the first time I joined someone else's campaign, and then we played twice, and then the DM had to move to a different country for a year. So, and then we never picked it up afterwards. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. You can't get lucky every time. But I just kind of lost motivation to even do it at this point, because spending so much time creating a character and a story, I'm not good at creating stories. I'm really, really bad at it. So when I spend a long time on it, and it's just wasted effort, and spending a lot of time creating a lot of notes so I understand the rules and the class and everything, then I got really pissy. I became a piss baby, because I don't like wasting my time to that extent. Especially because it was the reason it stopped was out of my control. There was nothing I could do about it. So, had it just been my own fault, I could at least try again. But this was just, okay, wasted effort. I don't know if, it just happens again another time. So now I've given up. I don't want to put in the effort. So, yeah. Yeah, it was short-lived experiences, but I did have fun while it lasted. Wait, I'm Momo. I didn't even notice. She had banned Homestuck. Shit. Yeah, making a character and set up background for it, investing sometimes hours in just the character, and then yeah. Especially because I also, I planned out a few things I wanted for him to happen as well. And there was a lot, and I had to without saying too much, there was an aspect of this character where I really had to dig into something heavily related to some of the character's traits. And that was a long ass time I had to invest in just getting all of the details down so that I could actually play my character properly. So yeah, there was a lot, and I never again. Too much effort. Relatable. Break. Hey, Break, it's you. Hi. Oh my god. Hi. Welcome. Hi. It's nice having you. It took me a hot second to realize which Break it was. Oh. But I know you. Also, at the beginning as a player, you are really hyped to play and the high expectations. See that Shattered gives a huge bump to try it again, and saw that so many times in other groups. You are right. You are very right. Oh man. It sucked. But yeah, I've noticed from talking with a few of my friends, it's not uncommon that it happens, but it's just... I think it's uncommon for it to happen 2 times in a row. After having spent such a long time on it. So, but yeah. I did get invited a few times afterwards on other sessions, but I have so many hobbies, and that I would rather want to invest my time in. And I also just lost all interest in it after all of those situations. And also because I have some friends who for about 2 years could not talk about anything else than their session. So I got a bit of a tense relationship to D&D. Especially because I did try to understand what they were talking about, but the issue was they never wanted to explain, because they kept being like, oh, but it's too much to try to explain. Then why do you keep talking about it while I'm there as well? I love you guys, but assholes. But I love you guys, but assholes. I love you, but I hate you, but I love you. But man, I hate you when you talk about D&D. At the same as the DM, both my parties had to break up because they didn't showed up. What? Oh god. You know what? Very understandable. Very, very understandable. It is so disencouraging when you put your all into something and, you know, the other people involved isn't doing that. Man, do I know everything about that. I made a lot of cosplay skits and cosplay performances, and basically almost in every single skit I've made, there has been someone not really being all too motivated to pull their load of the work. So more often than not, I'll have to do way more than I should have had to do. And I remember this one skit where I had to be the one to clip together the whole sound file, the entire file, and I had to struggle. Me and one other friend were writing most of the skit, and that was a lot. And we had to make the props and everything, and 2 of the people didn't do anything. And I didn't have the time, because I was creating a wedding dress from my friend. So fuck me. But someone had to do it. Someone had to do it. So it was me. Man, that sucked. But in the end, you know, it got good in the end, but man, it was frustrating. And Okay, I'm just complaining now, okay? But I had another friend who were also performing in the same competition, and she wanted to make a skit as well. And she had been like, "Oh, if I do this, you have to help me." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll help you a bit." But you know, guys, when someone says help you a bit, help me a bit, what is your definition of getting a bit of help? A bit of help. Made a map for 8 hours? Yeah, you know what? I understand. I would be pretty angry as well. That's a lot of work. But yeah, you know, my definition of giving a bit of help is, you know, giving some advice here and there, and maybe, you know, help out with a bit, you know, a few ideas or something, giving some tips and tricks. Well, boy, boy. Her idea of me helping her was very different. So her idea was that, okay, yeah, I would say that's a bit of help. Yeah. You want to know what I had ended up doing? I ended up writing most of her manuscript because she couldn't really figure out what to write. And then she wanted some help with clipping together her sound file. But she didn't really try to find any music or anything else. She just wanted me to kind of sit there and find everything for her. So I had to find every single file she was gonna use in her sound. And then she apparently also expected me to help her with the costume, which I had barely even time to make the wedding dress and my own skit. So that was frustrating. Luckily, a fellow friend, a friend of both her and I, kinda was like, okay, Slow-Mo is very, very stressed out. I don't think you should expect her to try to help you with this. That's, she's gonna die. More or less. I'm not gonna die, but you get it. You get it. I was stressed out. Also, my camera is, I guess it's fine. Oh, thank you for the water. I will. Do I have a few drops left? And thank you, Blue Sailor Man. Thank you for both the water redemption and the stretch. Yeah, helping is a really stretch word nowadays. But yeah, you would think the story ends there. But yeah, a friend of both her and I, luckily told her that I was so stressed out I was practically dying at that point. So she got her to try to figure it out herself. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm trying to fix this. I'm sorry. I think I hit... Oh, no. Let's not do that. Why did it suddenly... I think it's fine now. Okay. Ugh. But, my camera is taped to, you know, the kind of things, the kind of feed thingy that holds notebooks, not notebooks, but, you know, notes for when you're singing. I I have one my aunt used to have, and I've taped it on that one. But yeah, you would think my friend would think that was enough of a help. That I made, you know, practically made her sound file and guided her to where the different sound files should be and found all of the files and helped her fill out her papers and helped her make her what's it called? Yeah, Philip tape user. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, the construction is self-made. It was I didn't realize that my camera couldn't really focus. And that I didn't think about it, that it was very small. I would have... Oh, it's okay, Book. It's okay. You weren't this extreme. This was insane. This was literally insane. She, But there's more to the story, unfortunately, than just that. But yeah, in the end, she also wanted me to help her with her why do I have... Huh? In the end, she also wanted me to help her with practicing her skit. And we agreed to both to practice together and give each other feedback. So she just had to practice from home. So I could give her some feedback and she could adjust it. Well, we got to the day where we were practicing. And it got painfully obvious that she had not been practicing whatsoever. So I spent several hours watching her practice her skit and giving her advice. And her trying out the advice and trying to learn the advice and stuff like that. And then I was going through my skit once. And the entire time she spent... she just sat there looking at her phone, not looking up once at me practicing. So, yeah. It was straight up a waste of time. Especially because afterwards she didn't even practice before the convention. So she just spent a lot of my time. And all of the advice I'd given her, she had forgotten afterwards because she didn't practice afterwards. And then she had the audacity, a month afterwards or two, to tell me that I never did anything for her and that it was a very one-sided friendship. Because I'm bad at answering text messages, which she knows. By the way, she knows. But when she gets sad, she ignores it. Because she needs the attention. Also, I had to hear her talk about that skit for over a year. Every single goddamn time we were hanging out. Every time! And she would, when we were talking, she would all of a sudden just... She would just start the, her sound file. While I was talking about something, she would just suddenly start it. It was very awkward. And she would constantly quote her own skit. This one line from her skit. And expect everyone to think that it was very funny. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. So funny. I'm bitter, okay? I'm so bitter. And then she was like, I made this skit myself. You did not, bitch. I made this skit for you. You could at least give me a bit of credit. You know, you could at least have said, oh, I made this together with Slomo. No, no, no. Not at all. Not even saying thank you. She just expected me to help her. I didn't get a fucking thank you. The only thing I got was cola. Cola! Cola and you never do anything for me. Fuck you. And I was stressed out because I had my own skit. I had to sit in the Netherlands when I was at a convention I had planned for over half a year. Sitting there, doing the sound file. In the Netherlands, at a convention. And then, at the same time, stressing with making my friend's wedding dress. Which she had paid for. But yeah, I never do anything for her. And after that conversation, I haven't really talked to her. Because I was like, okay, but what did I spend my entire summer on? Don't tell me I never do anything for you. Yeah, I'm bitter. I'm angry. I'm angry. Bro, spill the tea. Give the name. I can give you the name in a separate chat later. You basically did all the work for her and she didn't even help you practice. I know, right? I got so pissed. I got so pissed. Like, I didn't even ask for anything. I only asked for her to watch it once and give me feedback. And she didn't watch at all. Nor did she give me feedback. It was just me wasting my time. I would just have took all the stuff I made and just deleted it when she was going to start whining. Yeah, but unfortunately we were making it on her PC, and I was a pushover. But yeah, we're not really talking anymore because I don't want to spend my time on people like that. Especially because there have been many instances of her just... She's the kind of person who wants a lot in a friendship, but doesn't... She wants everyone to respect her boundaries and respect what she wants in a friendship, but not respect other people's needs or boundaries. So... Yeah, she basically, what she wants in a friendship is what you would normally expect in a relationship. And that is not what I can give. I don't want to give that in a friendship. I'm not married to her. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. You're so sweet, Break. Yeah, I also only one time really raged to my players when a software we play D&D with didn't work properly suddenly, and one of them called me unprepared. Oh, Blue Sailor Man! I'm gonna beat them up. I'm gonna beat them up. Pew pew. Pew pew. It's what they deserve. It's so frustrating, especially when you worked hard on something and someone is like, "Oh, you're not doing anything." Bitch. If you just knew how much work I put in this. By the way, I want to make spring rolls again. So yes! The answer is yes. What is yes? I know some people like that. Yeah. It's frustrating, but it's also important to realize that maybe the two of you want something completely different out of your friendship. And maybe you're just not good for each other. It can be a very hard pill to swallow. I had to spend many years to start actually respecting myself in that area of my life, because I'm the type of person who gives a lot and takes little. And that's not necessarily a good thing. And that has resulted in me getting my kindness abused. I think I can say it that way. People basically taking the things I do for them for granted. Yeah, it can be hard, and also I think it can be very hard to admit to yourself as well that you're not really, you don't really have the mental capacity to invest so much time in other people. Maybe you're struggling more than enough with yourself and your life. Not everyone has the time and the energy and yeah, the mental extra to put into that type of friendship. Um, Maybe sometimes you honestly just don't wanna spend that much time on a person. I crave them. They were so good. Yeah, I know. Okay, it's kind of funny that you mention it because I was thinking about it a few days ago. Oh, they were so good. So good. I kind of feel that people don't really value friendships so much, or I just had very bad luck again with my friends. It sounds like you had very bad luck with friends. And also, I will say, if you tend to if you tend to be the type of person who does get used that way, often you it's honestly straight up, often it's because you're too nice. And people who take advantage of that type of people will get drawn to you. And it's not necessarily because people wanna take advantage of you. Sometimes people just accidentally do it. And they may never really realize that they did or are doing that. And it can also be really hard to realize yourself that you're in that kind of friendship. Yeah, which makes those friendships you end up with that are small effort on both sides but yield big happiness so precious. Yeah, exactly. I really appreciate the type of friendships where you're not obligated to be in constant contact, and where, especially where you don't really have to do anything when you're hanging out, where you can just sit and chill. And you don't necessarily have to do something at the same time. You can do each in your own thing, but just being near each other and enjoying each other's company and enjoying the fact that you can, if you want to, talk with the other person. I really appreciate that type of friendship. And also, in general, the friendship where you may not see each other for a long time, or may not have the time, or, life may get in the way, and then you talk to each other again, and you just pick it right up from where you left. I really appreciate that type of friendship. And that's the type of friendship I want in my life. Not because I necessarily want people I not really want to spend time with people, but more, the whole, that specific type of friends I want. That's the type of friends I want. Also, I can see I'm not gonna make my Genshin dailies today. Oh well, it is what it is. When both sides understand and appreciate everything done, no matter how small. Yeah, you get it, Break. You get it. And it was a good explanation. I completely broke up with my friends like 3-4 months ago when they started judging and kinda bullying me for finally trying to stream what was my dream since last year. Worst part was that they didn't even watch streams. Oh god. So they're just, what's it called? They're just judging you beforehand for something they don't know anything about. I see. They sound shitty, to be fair. To be completely fair. They sound shitty. And you deserve better. Like, it can be hard if you don't know the deeper picture in something. But straight up bullying people about it, that's not a good look. We legit took naps when we hung out. Yeah! I love it. I love taking naps. I appreciate that type of friendship. Especially because I have such a low energy level. So, the fact that I can be comfortable enough around people to feel like I can still take a nap when I need it, that's really... That's meaningful to me. That's honestly... That's really meaningful. Because I do have a very, very, very low energy level. So sometimes I just basically crash and burn. Not like I'm crying, but crash and burn in the sense of, oh, there's someone. That I just basically stop functioning. I just sit there basically sitting up and sleeping. And it's nice that you accept that, and you have a bit of the same problem, if I remember correctly. No, they were experts because they give me tips without even knowing what vtubing was or what they... Oh god, oh no, that type of people. I hate, and I can't stretch this enough, I absolutely hate when people are trying to educate you on something they know nothing about. Or when they try to help you, but they know nothing. Because the amount of people I have talked to, when I've said I'm chronically tired, where people have just been, oh, have you tried sleeping more? Have you tried putting this finger up your ass? I'm sorry, that was... I have so much anger right now. I'm an angry rabbit. No, but people, especially when it comes to energy levels, people are very quick to just assume it's because you're not eating properly, you're not getting enough fresh air, you're not sleeping properly. It's because you're not getting it's because you're staying too much or sit in front of your PC too much. Okay, what's my excuse then? Because I had these issues since I was 12. So what's your excuse? Because I wasn't as much in front of my PC then. But I was about to fall asleep every single day when I got home from school. But yeah, people wanna play experts. The amount of times I had people try to... Really very convinced in the fact that my energy issues were just because of a lot of stupid things that I had tried. And then they were just like, oh, it's just because you're not sleeping. Okay, should I sleep more? How about 15 hours then? Because I'm already sleeping about 12 hours a day. And I'm still tired. Then you're sleeping too much. Okay, it's not because I haven't tried sleeping less. God. But it's strange, right? Because we have found out the issues because I am I'm currently not working because I have so many issues with my energy levels that if I have a job, when I've had a job, I stopped living and just started being... I stopped living and only survived. I did not have energy to basically do anything. Like, I was proud that I just got a meal. Because I was basically a zombie 24/7. But turns out that I have OCD, which first and foremost, I didn't know. I thought I had a few OCD traits when I was a kid. But turns out you can have OCD. And this is a thing that pisses me off, because whenever you see OCD represented, you only ever see the compulsions. And you don't see the obsessions. Obviously, because the obsessions are something in your mind. And the compulsions are, you know, your actions. And my OCD is what you call pure OCD. Which means that I have some aspects that my brain wants a specific way. Otherwise, it creates anxiety. Or just, you know, intrusive thoughts, a lot of them. And one of my focus areas for my OCD is that my brain really wants to not be an asshole. And not hurt people or make people sad or angry. And that requires a lot from your body, because it tires your mind. And turns out I also have ADHD, inattentive type, which there are two diagnoses that are just completely opposites, but with similar symptoms, and both of them can make you tired. And I've apparently had these my entire life, and I only found out this year. So no wonder I'm chronically tired when I've had quite bad cards dealt. And I've just pushed through. Never getting help with something I should have gotten help with. So yeah, it feels good though at the same time to be like, yeah, you remember when you said I was tired because I didn't sleep enough? Well, listen up, bitch. I'm actually tired for a reason. And it's not because I sleep too little or too much or don't eat probably. Sorry. This is just the rant stream. Same, energy level not found. So like we would go out to buy food and snack and come back and just crash. Yeah. That sounds like us. That sounds like things we've done quite a few times. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Maybe that's for the better. That you missed this, me complaining before being like, rock. Low energy problems. Currently on the waiting list to see if I have ADD and autism. Maybe more. You know what? To be fair, I think you may have ADD as well. By the way, inattentive ADHD is what were previously referred to as ADD. Apparently now they changed the name because it's still ADHD is still ADD is still ADHD. But instead of being hyperactive outwards, you're hyperactive inwards, which means that instead of having a lot of chaos and have a big energy outside and maybe basically running on the walls, your brain is running on the walls. And that's very relatable. I didn't know I had it because, you know, whenever you heard about ADHD, people would always be like, oh, it's these young boys basically running on the walls. And here I am having no energy whatsoever. But then I heard about how ADHD, inattentive type, shows in girls. And all of a sudden, a lot of things made sense. Whoopsie. But yeah, you know, I'm very open about these things because, you know, I feel like I think a lot of people have different things. And it's just a way to really put it into words and to, in some way, also get some people to actually understand that it's a valid, you have a valid reason for having these issues. You're not just lazy or you're not just having bad lifestyles. Maybe there is a very valid reason behind it. happy for me. Thank you, Break. Yeah, it is hard to get a diagnosis. I spend around how many years? Has it really been around 8 years or something? Because I started out off with going to my doctor being like, hey, doctor of mine, I think I have depression. I am chronically tired and I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. And he was like, okay, let's check your blood. And he was like, there's nothing but vitamin D is low. And then he was like, that should fix it. And then we fixed it and it didn't fix it. And then he was like, when I was like, when I said, I think I may have a depression, then he was like, do you want to kill yourself? And I was like, no, because I want to get better. I believe I can get better. And I don't want to do that to my family. And, you know, I don't want to give up, basically. Sorry, this is a big, a heavy topic, but essentially I said that. And then he was like, then you don't have depression. And then he just let me go. Bruh. Bruh. What? And I was sitting there crying my heart out at the same time. And he was just like, no, you don't have any intentions of doing that kind of thing to yourself. So you're fine. Nothing you should, no biggie there. You're fine. Huh? How am I fine? I've spent the past 30 minutes crying my heart out to you. You having the diagnosis so late in life is a real burden, since you start thinking that maybe you could have been when it was discovered while being a child. Yeah, you know what? But at the same time, I understand why it wasn't discovered as a child, because a lot of my issues have been turned inwards. So, for example, it's pretty hard to, especially when I was young, ADHD was a diagnosis associated with people with high energy and people being loud, and I was this shy kid who spent most of my time looking outside the window, being all in my brain. Because my brain was the fast thing here. So it's less noticeable, and there was a lot less attention to that type of ADHD. And when it comes to OCD, I didn't have those impulses. I had a few small things, but it was weird things like, I have to wave goodbye to my grandma, otherwise it will be my fault that she gets into a car crash and dies. Yeah. That's a very specific one, but I remember having that as a kid. But yeah, there's just so many things, and that I can see why I was a hard case to figure out these issues, especially because of all those issues, I got depression and anxiety, which is very, very normal when you have ADHD or OCD, or actually in general a diagnosis that goes untreated for a long time. Then it's very normal to develop anxiety and depression. And we thought, to begin with, that my tiredness came from the depression, but turns out that the depression came because I was constantly tired because I had other issues. So it has been, I have been through so much. They thought I had a very specific rare type of epilepsy at some point. That could be the reason why I was tired the way I was, and I've been tested for sleeping disorders and a lot of things. And then one day I was just like, I guess we can check ADHD, even though the things you said didn't make sense, Mom, but I guess we're gonna check it. But also because I had two other friends the same week being like, have you gotten checked for ADHD? And I was like, I guess I can check it, just to be sure. And here I am, turns out that's what I have. Momentarily, I should take in some meds that can lead to... Oh, whoa. You know what? I understand. That's scary. That's very scary. Do you have anyone you can stay at, you know, stay over at's place when you start taking it? Just, you know, to feel safe and... Yeah, to feel safe. Ah, yes, they comment, you don't want to kill yourself. Sorry, no depression. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. And the funny thing is, then I moved, and because I got, my mental state got worse when he was like, sorry, you don't have depression, and clearly there's nothing wrong with you, so have a good day. Live your life well. So, when I moved afterwards, I decided to give it one more try. With another doctor. And then she gave me a, you know, a whole question, a whole paper with different questions I had to fill out. And then she took one look and she was like, so the left side is depression and the right side is anxiety and the middle is nothing. And we see a pattern here. And there sure was a pattern. And she was like, you deserve help, my dear. And then I cried because that was the first time I had a doctor that actually took me seriously. And then I moved again and I got another doctor that actually took me seriously as well. And that's why I really don't want to move. Because it's just so important to have a doctor that actually takes your issues seriously. That having a doctor that took me seriously and took my issues seriously, that really changed my life. I wouldn't have been doing so well as I am now had I not had a doctor that actually genuinely tried to help me and not just, you know, laid me off afterwards because there wasn't any issues with my blood. You know, any visible issues. So I'm very, very thankful for that. It definitely changed my life for the better. A lot better. So I'm very thankful for that. I know this is a very this stream got into a very heavy topic after I just raged for a long time. But you know, I also feel like it's important to be able to talk about it because it's not easy, and I feel like if I can talk about it and be honest about it, it can maybe give other people strength and, you know, normalize that a lot of people have issues and there's no shame in it. Because I know a lot of people who is scared of getting a diagnosis or is scared of admitting to try to get help because people aren't really all that good at showing their struggles in life. So that can make you feel like you're struggling alone. And because other people are kind of treating their issues as a taboo, it gets even harder to talk about it. So I've decided, with my life at least, that I want to be able to speak openly about it without it being, you know, a taboo. Because it's just a part of our life, and it's just... At the end of the day, a diagnosis is just a name. You still have your issues whether or not you have a diagnosis. Now you just have a name where you're actually able to do something about it most of the time. Or maybe get some help so you can better deal with it. Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts. This is how you know it's late. That's when I start talking about the deeper stuff in life. Such a one-dimensional thinking from a doctor regarding depression makes me really furious. Yeah. Thinking back on it, I also get very, very angry because, man. I would have to stay like 2 months with people. Oh. But isn't with medicine that has that, you know, has big can give you very big side effects and very bad side effects, isn't usually only at the beginning. Like, you often experience the side effects quickly if you end up being one who will get that type of side effects. And you know, if you have people, doesn't mean that you would survive it if you get one. One young guy. Oh. Oh no. Whoa, for real? With the same type of medicine, or? Yeah, it's definitely also has a lot to do that it's, you know, it's a very personal topic. It's really talking about your inner self. But I also think, you know, a lot of people are probably also doesn't want to talk about it because a lot of people have a lot of I don't know the prejudice. They have a lot of bad thoughts, bad thoughts about it, and are judging people who has issues. But it really shouldn't be that way. I think it's a shame. It's a really big shame because at the end of the day, we just end up giving the people who already have a rough time and even harder time. It really shouldn't be that way. But it's hard to do something about it. But that's why I also decide to, you know, be very open about it. Because at least maybe it will help some people with being able to talk about it themselves, and maybe it can help some people maybe seeking out to get some help. It is good to talk about. Yes, I think so as well. I think it's topics that needs to be addressed more often. Even though it's not necessarily nice topics to talk about. It's not comfortable, but life is not always comfortable. Such is life. Side effects can still happen until like 1 month after you start taking them daily. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's scary. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I understand why you're scared. But I'm sure you will be fine though. I'm sure you will be fine. But I understand the fear. But yeah. I don't know if you could. I don't know. I don't know actually. I really don't know. Wow, now I sound like Wai-sang from Modao. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. 3842. Somehow hope that streaming will also help with the issue a bit. Oh, I don't know if you want to talk about it, but feel free to share why what the reason is for you to have to take the medicine is. But you don't have to. You don't have to. Don't feel like you have to. Is it the right one I'm putting on? Okay, that's good. Some of these are very hard to see. I don't know why they decided to give all of the, like, the B and the M. They basically have the same color, but it's just very hard to see the symbol in them. I don't know why they didn't make them white, or at least one of them, so it would be easier to differentiate between them. Uh. Oh. What? This one. I think that was it. A friend of mine who used to be like, why can't you just do the thing? In regards to depression, then got depression themselves. Or of course I will feel bad for them, but I want them to feel good, but I'm glad they know they now understand me better. Yeah, you know what? I think that's very fair. Sometimes, you know, you I don't judge people for wanting people to, low key want them to experience the same as you when they are not showing any sense of understanding. And especially if they try to pretend they know better than you and pretend to understand the situation you're in and try to I don't know, educate you on how you should operate and feel when they know nothing about it, and when all they do is actually belittling your issues. Normally I would be the question normally it would be the question now from me to you. Try to guess, but I spare you since there are so many illnesses. Ah. Ah. Okay. I had an inkling that it might be that, but I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry, Blue Sailor Man. I hope it's gonna get better. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. But it's tough. It is. But just knowing that you're trying to get help, that's a very, very big step forward. And I'm very proud of you for doing it. So you're good. You're doing great. All of you in general. You're doing great. I'm proud of you. Again, there's nothing more. What's the right word? Then there's very few things that makes me more proud than seeing people who has a rough time trying to do something about their issues and getting help and really honestly trying to get the life they deserve. I started streaming for my own mental health as well. It has been working slowly but surely. Oh, that's nice to hear. But yeah, I feel like streaming helps a lot. I to begin with, I will say streaming was very hard for me, but it also helped me with a lot of things that frustrated me in my life, because I had big issues with my voice, and it helped me getting used to my voice, but it also at the same time helped me realize that I was talking in a way too deep pitch, an unhealthy pitch. Because I could be streaming for 1 hour and my throat would be destroyed for days. And now I can stream several days a week and still be fine. I was just, my throat may be a bit sore sometimes afterwards, but then, an hour or something later, I'll be fine. But also, it also helped me with... For example, today, I was strangely anxious, and I think it's because I got home and all of a sudden there was just this loud bang outside. And I don't know what it was, but it made me anxious. And there's also this streamer I watched who recently stopped, and their old Twitter has appeared on my Twitter. And they have just a black profile picture now, and nothing. They deleted everything, and now their YouTube has a scheduled stream for tomorrow. I don't know. I'm strangely anxious about it. I hope they're okay. So I don't know. I'm just worried about it. I'm just worried for them. People who have this people have a desire to work towards improving themselves or their situation, I find really admirable. Yeah, exactly. Break, exactly. I feel you and me both. You and me both. You and me both. That's exactly how I feel as well. It's very admirable, especially because it's hard work. It's really hard work, and it's not easy. But it's really not easy. But you also really have to put in the work. Ironically enough, you have to put in the work to get better. But often you have to put in the work, but also get the right help at the same time. It's a combination. The more it was saddening that the friends I had knew about it too, and still looked down on what. Yeah, professional help in general is a good thing, but also fuck your friends. I mean, no, I mean fuck your friends. Honestly, that ain't friends. That's just assholes pretending to be friends. You know, you don't necessarily always have to support what your friends are doing, but you can at least, or I don't know, support. You can at least cheer them on. You can at least hope for the best for them, and hope that somehow it works out for them, even though you may not believe it will work out. For example, an example from my own life. I have a friend who, and she already knows this because I've been honest with her about it. But I wasn't sure. She wanted to be a comic artist, and I wasn't too sure if she would make it when she said, because she always said she wanted to be a comic artist, and I wasn't too sure because when she started out, she had this story she really wanted to, but she didn't really have any experience, and she had issues with her hands. It was very limited how much she could draw. So, you know, of course I tried to cheer her on, but honestly, I didn't really believe in her. But she proved me wrong, and I'm so immensely proud of her. She's doing so great, and I'm so happy for her. But yeah, you know, it was hard for me to really believe in her because she had those issues and those limitations. So it was also as much me worrying for her. I just didn't tell her because, you know, I didn't want to disencourage her because she may prove me wrong, and she really wanted it to work. So the least I could do is still cheer for her. But she knows, and she's also said that it was very understandable that I didn't quite believe her in her dream, because again, at that time she could hardly use a scissor. But her hands have gotten a lot better, and she started doing different exercises with them to be able to draw. So now she can draw many hours a day, and that's very nice. It makes me happy to see that she's making everything work out. It's just it makes me so happy. Carrying them on, or maybe at least when speaking, that the dream will be difficult because of insert reason, but not knowing the stuff about topic and still pull you down is a real yeah, honestly, it's yeah. At least not pull them down. Like you have all right to think all you want, but you don't have to be an asshole about it. Yeah, those are very different things. Yeah. I'm happy you think so as well, though. Because, you know, I think it's normal to be concerned for your friends. And, you know, her odds wasn't really in her favor. But she managed to figure out how to make it work. And I'm so happy for her. It's also in general, just seeing how happy she is now. It's just, I'm just so happy. It makes me so happy. One thing I in general really like is seeing people grow, both, you know, with their not their issues growing, but growing as people and growing to figure out how to work with their issues and problems. It's just there's something there, not to sound too sappy, but there's kind of something magical about it. It's just you're really you're growing, and it's nice to see. Like also there's this cosplayer that performs a lot, and when they started out, they frankly were very bad. Their performances were very bad, but it's just so nice because they have really grown throughout the years, and every time I see them perform now, I'm just so happy to see how much they've grown, because it's so obvious that they really enjoy what they're doing, and to see that all their hard work is paying off is just so nice. So nice. Yeah, seeing someone succeed can make you really happy. You didn't even know was possible. Yeah. Fully agree. Seeing that stuff makes my heart all fuzzy and warm. Yeah, exactly. Same. It's serotonin right into my brain. It feels good. It gives me the happy chemical. Remember when I said I wouldn't go to bed too late? Can't believe that I'm the fool again. Also, my voice is destroyed. How was I to know? You never told me. I can't see anything over here. I'll quickly put these on. And then I'll go get myself some water because my throat is... It's getting a bit rough. There we go. Happy chemicals. Slow, do you want to share something with us? Happy. Happy. That's what I want to share. Yeah. It brings me the happy chemical to brain. You know what, though? I know I said I would go get some water. But maybe I should just go to bed. While I have the chance. Because otherwise, I'll continue until I'm done with this. And there's quite a bit left. And my throat is doing funky. I can feel, oh shit, that I've been outside in the cold and haven't gotten too little to drink during this stream and talked a lot. Though I did have a lot of fun though. I didn't expect to actually stream for 2.5 hours. Also a good reason to end stream, but slow, can I maybe ask you something to do? Oh, what do you want me to do? If I may ask. I'm all ears. I'm a lot of ears. Or I'm 2 ears, but they're pretty big. But I'm gonna close this zipper. Also, it's so warm in here. I turned up the heat because it was super cold when I got back home. Because I turned down the heat. Can you, if you are going to stream, also add it on the Twitch timeline? Wait, there is a Twitch timeline? Wait, what? Where? Huh? Twitch timeline? Eh? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. I usually try to do that. Today was just very improv because I wanted to test out everything because I plan to stream Sunday, but I don't know yet. I wanted to make sure everything would work out before I put a specific time and stuff like that. It's okay. Also, thank you for reminding me because I had forgotten to put up for Sunday. So that's good. I did think about it earlier, but then I forgot. So thank you. And I will. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. And also thank you for showing interest. That's sweet of you. I will close this one. There we go. But yes, I'll when will I be streaming Sunday? Maybe I should just go for 1 p.m. maybe. I'll put it up within half an hour, I think. Before I go to bed, I'll figure out a time. Can you, by the way, write to me on Discord? Can't find your profile. Oh, I can. I can when I have my keyboard. So when this stream is over, I can write to you. Cause I don't have Twitter, or cause I don't really look at Twitter, so I really already missed 1 or 2 streams. Aw, I'm sorry. I'll try to put it up. Sometimes I forget to schedule the streams, and other times it's because I just decide to do it right then and there. So not all streams are planned. Some are just impulsive streams. So yeah. Thank you for saying it. But yeah, I'll quickly do my dailies in Genshin from yesterday, and I'll drink a lot of water, and then I'll go to bed thinking about my book that I still haven't finished reading. Which is both good and bad, because I want to know what happens, but I don't feel like reading, so funky. Also, this really looks ominous at this point. It kind of looks like, I don't know, blood or something. Hellfire, I don't know. But it's gonna be really pretty. It's gonna be really pretty. Look at all this. Look at this. You can't really... Oh wait, there's a gem here. Where are you coming from? Where are you going? Now you're going here. But yeah, look. Oh wait. Look at this. There's so much. Okay. This is harder than I thought. But look at all of this. It's slowly taking shape. You can see the light here slowly, and the reflection in the water, in the wet ground. So it's gonna be really pretty. It's gonna be really pretty. Oh, did I just? Yeah, it's fine. But yes, I'll end the stream here. Thank you, all of you, for coming tonight and staying for so long. Do you already know what the time will be, kinda, when you want to stream on Sunday? I think it will be between 1 p.m. GMT plus 1 and 3 p.m. GMT plus 1. But I'll update my schedule before I go to bed, which I will in around half an hour. So I'll probably do it right after I get some water. Do you want to rate? Oh my god. I do this every single time. I do this every single time. How do I manage to do this? Every single time. It's every stream. I even try to remind myself to not be like this today. Okay. I can see there's no Danish streamers currently streaming. So I will redirect you to another streamer I sometimes watch. She is called Girl DM. She is very enjoyable. Can definitely recommend her. So I'm just gonna. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take my keyboard. Here we go. And then I'm gonna raid. Do we raid with the message I suggested? Miss Number, raid with love. Yeah. Oh no! Thank you for stopping by, Break. In general, thank you to all of you for stopping by. It's been a very good time. It was just what I needed. I enjoyed it a lot. I think I realized that I really enjoy doing HANDCAM streams. I don't know. I think it's the combination of me being able to talk about, being able to not focus as hard on a specific game, and then being able to talk more about basically everything. What? I would never have forgotten to think about a message. That wouldn't be me at all. I can try to think about something. Let me think. You could also just write, hibbity hobbity hi. Hibbity hobbity hi. Something like, or something. I don't know. That's a message. That's a message. Yeah. What do you guys feel like? Do you feel like saying raid with love or hibbity hobbity hi? What do you guys feel like? I'm listening to your opinions. I'm ready for it. Hmm. You know what? Let's just stick with your message. Okay? I think that would be good. So yeah. Let's go with I'm gonna just copy and paste. As the streamer commands. Thank you. Gonna here we go. There you go. So yeah, I'm gonna redirect you to Girl DM. And thank you again for coming to the stream, for staying as long as you did, even if it was an hour, the entire stream, or just a few minutes. Nonetheless, I appreciate all of you, and thank you for coming, and I hope you had fun, and I had fun with you guys. But yeah, you guys should go to bed soon as well. Unless it's day. But yeah. Have fun, and thank you for stopping by. And thank you for the help, Blue Sailor Man. But yes, thank you guys. Bye. Say hi to Gold DM. Hi.